We are back with another installment of Double Up. Like I said, my favorite series. This is episode 3. Make sure you subscribe right now to the Attitude Era Podcast YouTube channel. You can see we are consistent with putting out content. We on fire right now, and we just getting started. So make sure y'all like, share, and comment on this post right here, this video, and turn on your notifications so you can get all of the alerts when we have new videos dropping. Today is a triple threat installment of Double Up because the legend that we are talking about today had 3 personas that I feel like deserve their own. We just actually had a discussion about this and we came to the conclusion that they deserve their own, segment on here and not bots the characters together. So today's episode of Double Up is finding out which character was the best between the 1, 2, 3 kid, between SYXX and between X PAC. Big ups to Sean Waltman having 3 different characters that were impactful in the world of wrestling. And I'm here with my usual co-host, King HP, Archie Carter in the building. And we're going to break it down, man, on who has which one of these personas is the best character. So, who's starting it off, man? Let's start in order. 1, 2, 3 kid feel like he should be first. I'll set it off.
All right, let me get the clock up.
Oh, and just so y'all know, the rules have changed because it is a triple threat. We still want to keep the video within, 20 minutes. We doing 30 seconds on pros and cons. So you got to be on the money with these. You know what I mean?
Lightning round.
Yeah.
Lightning round.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? I'm ready. We ain't get to Are You Ready yet. We still on 1, 2, 3 kid.
Go.
1, 2, 3 kid had an infamous match with Razor Ramon. That's actually where he got the name, the 1, 2, 3 kid, from, on how fast he beat Razor Ramon. After that, Razor Ramon and 1, 2, 3 kid had some good tag team runs, even though they weren't able to capture the belt. The 1, 2, 3 kid character captured the belt with Marty Jannetty. Great matches with Owen Hart, a championship match with Bret Hart, member of the Clique, and he actually was able to turn heel. So he was able to do a lot in a short amount of time with this character.
You was able to do a lot in 30 seconds.
Pause. Yes.
Hey,
I was able to get the point across.
You were able to get your point across in a lesser amount of time.
Yes, sir.
All right. I think I could. You got me.
You got it?
I
got you. Ready?
Yep.
And go.
1, 2, 3 kid. DNA covered a lot, but I think it's an Easter egg in that match with Razor Ramon that a lot of people didn't see. That was the very first crotch chop ever given by 1, 2, 3 / X PAC was in that match with Razor Ramon, and we know he went on later. But guess what else 1, 2, 3 kid did? He had a title match with Bret Hart. So he was smoking, he was cooking early in his career, and he laid the foundation for the rest of his wrestling career.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, Jerry, the listeners, the followers, the watchers know you can go. But can you 30 seconds?
Can you really get busy in 30 seconds? What are we doing?
We're going to try this.
All right.
I'll try this at home.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
So, boom, what we're going to say about the 1, 2, 3 kid. Yes, we all know his infamous coming out party with the Razor Ramon, but he's also a 2-time tag team champion. Yes, he has one with Marty Jannetty, but he also gets another championship tag team run with Bob Holly. Can't be messing up with 30 seconds, right? So, boom, when he gets that run, that now solidifies him. My only thing with him is he could have. Well, that's a negative. So now.
Jerry.
Jerry going Jerry, y'all. HP in the building.
Yeah, I see. He was about to get cons on the pros. Then the man don't got enough pros for you to wait until you get to the.
You know.
I looked down. I tried to glimpse my writing a little too much, and
I'm ready. I'm ready for cons whenever y'all ready.
And go.
we all know the run with the 1-2-3 Kid was too short. I feel like that is a big thing that weighs on it being one of the best characters. The run was not long enough to really see it expand. No heavyweight championships on the run, no intercontinental championships on the run. Also, the 1-2-3 Kid persona was supposed to be at the curtain call and they weren't, so that is a big effect since everybody else in the clique was there at the curtain call. And that's really all the cons with the 1-2-3 Kid for me.
Yeah. Ready? We're gonna keep it going.
And go.
Lightning Kid, 1-2-3 Kid, whatever you want to call them. Again, tagging in with DNA said the run was short. Think that might be the theme of this episode, short, because we got to get it in. But the run was short, and I think if we got to see more during that time, he probably would have had more accolades, more titles, more rings to his belt. I mean, to his accomplishments, because I mean they did have him with Ted DiBiase as his manager at one point, so we just didn't get to see what could have happened.
The Kamikaze Kid too. Add that one in.
HP, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And go.
The unfortunate thing, even though he beat Razor Ramon, who's a 4-time Intercontinental Champion, he was not able to secure any singles titles during his run as the 1-2-3 Kid, and he beat arguably the most known or well-known Intercontinental Champion, a guy who's synonymous with the belt. So I think that hurts him. He also has some short runs with those two titles, the tag team titles, and I think that kind of hurt him with the partner choices because they didn't have long careers either. So I don't know if that was a behind-the-scenes thing where, hey, we're gonna have to take the titles off him, but he could have had longer if he would have had a longevity partner.
Good night.
Cool.
That is the pros and the cons of the 1-2-3 Kid character. Moving right along, we are going to jump into the character of SYXX.
Hey, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Get the handy dandy clap and go.
SYXX was the sixth member of NWO. I like the way they flipped that by making his name that and then including that. There's also a play off the 1-2-3 Kid. If you add up all those numbers, you get 6. He had a great underrated feud with Eddie Guerrero and a ladder match with him, even though it was in a losing effort. He still had a great match with him. He also obtained the Cruiserweight title in that time of being SYXX with WCW. Most people know his skit with in WWE, but his skit in WCW coming at the Four Horsemen was also gold, and he won the tag titles with Scott Hall. Yeah, we get to it. 30.
You ready?
The battle rap fans, I did a lot of light works.
Good?
Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
And go.
1-2-6. His style. He was swaggy, man. And he could wrestle. I think he's the blueprint for a lot of wrestlers we see today. First thing that come to mind, Leo Rush. He was a striker. He striked. He was fast. He moved. Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Alex Wright, Ultimo Dragon, Psychosis, Huberto Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho, and who was the Cruiserweight champion? SYXX. So it was a stacked card, and he stood out, and he won gold.
That was I like that.
And you got it, Jerry. You got it, Jerry. You ready?
Okay.
And go.
So SYXX, very, very stacked division as pointed out by Archie Carter. But my most famous memories with him is Chris Jericho. He does have a cruiserweight title. I think that he is a leader and he's actually a developer of a style, that striker style that we see commonplace today with people like AJ Styles and Seth Rollins, where he's kind of, even though he was in a cruiserweight division that was stacked, he is the style that he imposed is what you see currently today. So he was ahead of his time, an innovator.
And also, just so y'all know, this episode is called Triple Up.
Triple Up.
This one's out of
sometimes you gotta triple up. Yeah, what I meant by this was he brought this to wrestling too as the SYXX character. So we don't have SYXX, we don't get too sweet.
We don't get the Wolfpack. That was actually the original. That was the original Wolfpack. Him, Hall, and Nash before Nash made it the faction.
So yeah, but I mean, we got 30 seconds when you're tripling up. So we're gonna
throw that in there right there. But yeah,
you ready to? Are you ready?
Yeah, I see
All
you
right.
building. I see you building to the. We might need a minute for X PAC, but we'll figure it out.
Hey.
Think so? We're gonna see.
Now let's get it.
And go.
SYXX character, another short run. Didn't get to see the character blossom. We probably only got about a year and a half of this character. Was taken off screen early. Also feel like it was in the he was in the NWO shadow, where he couldn't really blossom the way he needed to. Also, you know what I mean, the out of wrestling in ring situations, I think prevented his run from being longer, which therefore, you know what I mean, it just fell short and the character could be forgotten, but we haven't forgotten.
Cool. You got me, HP?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Ready, set, go.
Penny Hardaway, Grant Hill, some of the most famous what ifs in basketball. Neck injury happened to SYXX. So that time there, we don't know what we could have gotten because that card was so stacked. And he fought his way to the top of that to hold gold. Who knows where he could have went in the next level. And I think the con was the in-ring time was short and the time in the company was short to where, again, like my 1, 2, 3 kid argument, we don't know. Big question marks.
Okay.
I killed that.
You don't even got to hit the clock for me because
I killed that. Go ahead. I'm going to hit it anyway. I'm going to give you your 30 seconds. You ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
World of Professional Wrestling has one thing that can change the face of everything, and that is injury, as pointed out by Archie Carter. And it's a shame because I just spoke on how he was an innovator, but yet we don't get to see where he goes. Now, I will say this too. In other people's stuff, we see that going to WCW would have been not a good thing for them, specifically HBK, a Click member, right? I wonder what would have happened. Would his career would have been better if he just never goes to WCW? Because ultimately, he would have wrestled.
Go finish.
Go ahead, finish.
Well, basically, he would have wrestled more, but we would have got him with more development because they didn't have the development for him over there that we saw in WWE guys. So that's the con. Wrong place, wrong time.
Good point.
I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready.
Dang, I've been waiting to do it all. And I missed my mark, man. Dang. All right, let's go and go.
X PAC, one of the pivotal pieces in the Monday Night Wars as he switched over the day after WrestleMania 14. Still one of the most iconic Raws when he went crazy on Eric Bischoff on live. X PAC, part of the better version of the DX stable. X PAC brought the Army tank to WCW, pulled up. He's part of that moment. X PAC teamed up with Kane, helped Kane to speak. Won the tag team belts with Kane. Crazy matches with D-Lo, European title versus D-Lo. Crazy hair versus hair match with Jeff Jarrett. The Nation of Domination skit. X PAC.
Laid it out, didn't you? Man.
That was
all right. Let's see what we got here. You ready?
Always ready.
You got me? Let's go.
Go.
Again, X PAC, he was a trendsetter. He gave us the too sweet. He mastered the crotch chop. Like we all walked around crotch chopping, getting suspended from school, catching detentions, and again, tag team champ, European champ. And he was a fan favorite. I don't think many people didn't like X PAC at the time when DX was fish grease hot, So X PAC, pivotal person in both sides, and part of two of the most legendary groups ever. DX, NWO. Some people might even call it NWX. I don't know.
Oh! We in the
Don DeMarco.
Just saying. The man got
Just
good
like
taste,
that.
like somebody else I know. You ready, HP?
Absolutely.
And go.
So X PAC, this is one of my favorite characters as far as all these trilogy members you have. He's a two-time European champion. He's also one of the inaugural, well, he's not the inaugural, but he is one of the inaugural lightweight world champions that the WWF had. If you remember, that was the belt that was the first winner was Taka Michinoku, and he helped to carry that title. when they did the WCW Invasion run, they kept that WCW title, cruiserweight title for a little while, and he won that as well. On top of being a 4-time tag team champion with the likes of Kane, who we all had that crazy run.
Cool. Hulk Hogan, you suck, pal.
You suck, pal. And then my buddies over there that was on camera, if they could, they would be over here with me. I remember that.
They're being held hostage.
And being held hostage.
Yes, sir.
Fun fact, X PAC, Shawn Michaels, and Rick Rude are the 3 people. I don't know if I'm missing somebody. I think that's the only 3 people that was in NWO and D-Generation X.
No, I'm not gonna question it.
Well, we know Shawn Michaels was part of
Shawn, but Rick Rude is the other one. I don't think they're. I know Road Dogg and Jesse James and Badass.
They never crossed.
NWO. Hogan was never DX.
China was never over there. Yeah.
The short list. So
yeah.
Short
so
list.
I got just. Fun facts. Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, I've been ready.
And go.
The cons to X PAC. What is known as X PAC heat. At some point, they just started booing the character for no reason. It wasn't even really the character. I think it was just him. I don't know why that happened. Maybe it's because after DX, the character went stale. Also, another downside was the group X Factor. That never really took off for me. That was another stale moment. The theme song by Uncle Cracker. Another thing that was just like, oh my goodness. Yeah, but other than that, and I would just say not really being able to evolve after DX.
Hey, you attacked the man theme song?
Yeah, that Uncle Cracker joint.
Theme song.
Yeah, but the joint after DX was hard. X PAC. That joint was crazy.
I'm good.
Ready?
Yep.
And go.
In the ring, not many stains. Clean jacket. The man can go. Outside the ring, I think sometimes we get to learn a lot about people we don't know personally. They say never meet your heroes. X PAC's personal life and public relationship with China is something that's always going to be attached to him. We don't know the details. We just know what was told to us, but that's going to be attached to him. Unfortunately, it wasn't all positive. But the man today, I've not heard a single bad word about him, and I'm still going to crotch chop till I can't crotch chop no more.
X PAC.
HP, take us home. Then we got to hang a jersey, baby. We got 3 options. I don't know what to do. Let's go.
So X PAC, cons for me were basically that after DX, this is kind of alluding what DNA was talking about. His runs with Kane and stuff, they're fantastic, and with Tori, but then it's like he fizzles out when in fact he was just an innovator and he was doing all these things that were very like before their time, the Bronco Buster and stuff like that, which we see people trying to use those type of moves today. A lot of the striking. So he fizzled out, and it's crazy because again, No,
finish your point.
But no, it's crazy because his mic work, his in-ring work, everything was where it should have been.
Like I said, not a stain on him. But
yeah, so I don't understand what happened with that character either.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Attitude Era podcast brings you X PAC versus 123 Kid versus SYXX. Now we about to vote, and I gotta hang a jersey, baby. DNA, you kicked it off. Well, how you want to do it? I'll let you call.
I kick it off. Listen,
all right, let's go.
I'm gonna be honest. Archie said it was difficult. It wasn't difficult. This is what the show is for, to string you along. So we put 3 characters. But I think everybody that watches the Attitude Era podcast, that watches wrestling, knows what character is getting lifted to the Raptors. This is an easy call. X PAC. Without the X PAC character, I don't think, right? And me personally, I love the SYXX work. I love the 1, 2, 3, the Lightning, the Kamikaze Kid work. But the X PAC character is what put Sean Waltman in the WWE Hall of Fame. That Bronco Buster, that Croc Chop, that DX stable, that some people say you never find stables that are not variations of the original stable better than the original. A lot of people can get on this page and say that the D-Generation X with X PAC is better than the one with Shawn Michaels. Lots of moments, more time, a longer run, a lot of things created. Like I said, he was attached to so many different characters and had moments with them. The matches with D'Lo Brown made X PAC is the reason the European belt meant something. Let's be honest. So with all that being said, man, crazy run. Salute to the legend Sean Waltman. The X PAC character goes in the rafters for me.
That's it. I'm gonna piggyback. Like I said, this might be the first 3-0 on double up, triple up, because X PAC, man, his in-ring work was beautiful. He was part of two successful factions, two of the biggest. Like, that's rare. That's very rare. I'll say, unfortunately, it was some injuries and stuff affected his other time, other places. If he stayed his whole time in WWE, WWF, we might be talking somebody who has multiple championships in, you know, a whole different singles career. But 1 2 3 Kid was fantastic. SYXX, a little attitude, but I got to give it to X PAC. Overall, what he did and what he affected and how he affected both groups, you can't argue that the X PAC character out of these three, to me, was not the best. Best in-ring work on my skills. And my vote, X PAC.
Yeah, so basically I'm gonna have to say this in terms of real battles. It was 3 ways, 3 votes to go any which way, but it's a clear X PAC, man. And I'm gonna be honest, not only was he good for his career, he was good for the evolution of Kane, you know, because it's hard to keep certain characters, especially when they're mythical or they're derived from like a place of like magic or mystique like that. And he turned him into a comedy character almost, but without looking like, he was still the big red machine. He was still a monster. And X PAC like refreshed that. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you mentioned about him getting booed, that was a thing too. Like, why don't we like him anymore? You know what I mean? Because on the mic, he was great.
A thing, yeah.
He had aura, he had charisma, he had the move set. My man was gold. I'm putting X PAC in the rafters too, man. That's gold.
There y'all have it, man. Sean Waltman, X PAC character, is getting put up in the rafters on double up, but triple up. Double up series, man. Make sure y'all go watch episode 1 and 2. We got a trend. 3 episodes in a row, 3 click members. Episode 1 is Sky Hall versus Razor Ramon. Episode 2 is Kevin Nash versus Diesel. Episode 3 is 1 2 3 Kid versus SYXX versus X PAC. So shout out to the click. They are the first 3 episodes of the double up series, man. And make sure y'all keep y'all notifications on. Y'all subscribe, like, share, and comment, and get ready for that 4th episode, because I can't tell you who it is, but keeping the ball rolling, it's going to get crazy. So I want to see this next one is going to be, it's going to be a little more of a, you know what I mean? It ain't going to just be easy to call like this one. So stay tuned, man. Double up. Subscribe to the channel now. We out of here.